Hey, Pop Pack, polite, awesome workers. Been missing you. Figured since I'm away, there's no reason that we can't get together. Let's take out our books that we were reading. We're in the first chapter of our Magic Tree House, book number 1. The title of that was Dinosaurs Before Dark, and we found it was written by Mary Pope Osborne. We had looked over the cover. From the first chapter, I don't see where in the world a scared boy riding on a pterodactyl with a little girl chasing him is coming from. Take a few minutes amongst yourselves and talk about what do you think is going to happen according to that first chapter. Make a few predictions. Talk to each other about what you remember. Look back through the pictures. Scan the words. It's been more than a week since we've read. So let's get our minds back in where we were. You can hit pause and take a minute to talk with each other. Alrighty, now that we're back, we remembered that chapter 1 was Into the Woods. We remembered that a brother and a sister were out for a walk just before dark and they discovered a tree house with a long rope ladder. First the sister climbed up and Jack was hesitant, but in the end he went too, didn't he? Alright, so I'm looking at my table of contents and I'm looking for chapter 2. The title of chapter 2 is The Monster, and I can find that on page 6. So, let's flip to page 6. There it is. Your bookmark was probably there. And if you have something, your bookmark or anything else that you like to cover up while we read, keep your finger or the line with me, and we'll give you the chance to, let's see. Alright, let me flip through real quick. Alrighty, I'll read the first 2 pages, and then you're going to finish this chapter on your own. So, chapter 2, The Monster. Jack crawled through a hole in the treehouse floor. Wow, the treehouse was filled with books. Books everywhere. Very old books with dusty covers, new books with shiny bright covers. Look, you can see far, far away, said Annie. She was peering out the treehouse window. What do we think peering means? I would say looking, right? Jack looked out the window with her. Down below, the tops of other trees. In the distance, he saw Frog Creek Library, the elementary school, the park. Annie pointed in the other direction. There's our house, she said. Sure enough, there was their white wooden house with green porch. Next door was their neighbor's black dog, Henry. He looked very tiny. Hi, Henry, shouted Annie. Shush, said Jack. We're not supposed to be up here. He glanced around the treehouse again. I wonder who owns all these books, he said. He noticed bookmarks were sticking out of many of them. I like this one, said Annie. She held up a book with a castle on the cover. Here's a book about Pennsylvania, said Jack, turning the page and with the bookmark. He turned to the page with the bookmark. All right, that was the first 2 pages of chapter 2. Quietly on your own, I'd like you to continue reading. Put your bookmark in when you get to chapter 3. That means you'll stop reading when you get to the end of page 12. Your book club question packet and thing that you've been working on should be with your books and ready for you. If you finish before it's time to go back to class, I gave you an adding and subtracting sheet to get really fast at those facts for me. Go ahead and knock that out if you can. Otherwise, don't rush. Read that chapter twice. Go through the words. If you get stuck on something, you're welcome to ask politely from a friend for a little bit of help. But remember, you be your polite, awesome worker. That means you do your work. Just ask for help politely if you need it. All right, Paw Pack, I cannot wait to get back with you. Don't forget, say hi to our friends when we see them. Polite, awesome workers. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to go over our book club, talk about what happens here with Jack and Annie, and continue showing how smart we are. See you later, kiddos.